there are many degrees of independence. You can be physically independent, emotionally independent. You can be mentally independent. You can be also spiritually independent. And there are also other independence. For example, you can be independent from physical level. You can be independent individually. You can be independent nationally. You can be independent in planetary sense. You can be independent in solar sense. So every time you are independent, you are mastering one level and opening yourself to another level. So when we say independence, we cannot take it as a wholesale basis, because independence is gradual, and as you gain mastery over yourself, over the forces of nature, over the influences that are limiting and conditioning you, you gain your independence. So independence leads gradually into a greater independence. If you stay one level independent, or your independence is one level, then you are the slave of the higher level. For example, you can be physically independent, but you can be really a slave of your emotions. And we have millions of people like that. They are independent, they can do anything they want. They have money, dollars, they have positions. So they are independent. And suddenly you see these people are coming and saying, Torkom, I am miserable. Why? My girlfriend didn't call me yesterday night. Well, how much you are independent? See? They can be emotionally independent, but mentally slaves. They are so ignorant or so depending upon the ideas and thoughts and opinions of others that they don't have freedom of mind. They can have also mental independence, but because they are not spiritually independent, they can be subject or slaves of those people that spiritually misuse them or use them. That's also possible. And we see many groups, many churches that spiritually are used. They don't have independence. For example, they say, this is the only way to fly. And if they say this is the only way to fly, everybody obeys. Because they say, our church, our religion, our doctrine is the only way to fly. Well, that's not the spiritual independence. That's the spiritual slavery. So independence is mastery over the rings of the spiral. Gradually, you are mastering first level, second level, third level, fourth level, fifth level, until you achieve a state of consciousness where there is no dependence. And that's what Christ referred when he said, be perfect as your Father in heaven is perfect. You guess what that Father is and how we can achieve that independence. Now, independence, spiritual independence, is gained by 8 steps. Very interesting. If you do these 8 steps, you really achieve independence. What is the first thing? The first thing, you are going to develop pure thinking.